Hello, fans. This is William Steele. Listen, we're going to start something new here because I have several other books coming out, including my book of faith, my faith journey, my testimony. Then I have a more secular book coming out that's going to detail some of the things I've been involved with. Unfortunately, not to glamorize anything, but to put it out there and try to help people, to try to start speaking to kids and churches and university students. But in the meantime, try to keep your attention while we're getting ready to go full time with a true crime podcast. I'll tell a story here about just something I was involved with years ago. This was, let's say, 80s, So we were involved with stealing a lot of cars. In New York, I stole cars in, Vegas. I stole cars in California, South Florida. Well, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to explain how things are done at times. So what I would generally do in those times, and revealing my secrets now, my big secrets, I would dress in hospital scrubs. I might have a fake international ID card made up with a picture of somebody who looks like me on the card. And I would go to dealerships and say one of my chop shops in Miami said, hey, I need this model and make of car. So I would go to dealerships dressed as a doctor. I'd wait in the parking lot so I wouldn't get caught on camera in those days. And when they would come out, sir, can I help you? And I would say, sure, I'm on my break. I work here at the local hospital. I'm looking for a car for myself and for my daughter's graduation. And I would make up any story to take a test drive. What are you looking for? I would name 2 different types of cars, luxury cars, and they would show me a few of them. And the one I needed to take for my fence or my chop shop guy, depending on what state I was in, would be the first one I would test drive. So usually they would ask for a license or a copy of your insurance. I could say I don't have certain things with me, but generally they think you're a doctor, they trust you, and I would give for the license the international license. I'd say the wallet's at home or whatever back at the office. So they would usually scan that. They didn't have accurate information. They give me back my license. The picture's not me, looks like me. Actually, one person actually said that looks nothing like you, and I said to the salesperson, I said I get that all the time. And I go for the test drive. So either they let you go by yourself and come back in a few minutes, and then I just keep going to the chop shop, dump it off, get a few $1,000s for the car. Or at times they want to ride with you, and they generally going to drive into a surrounding neighborhood and come back, and you're going to go back to the dealership. But one of the things I would do is, as we're driving out and I saw the salesperson wasn't paying attention, I would jar the wheel a little bit so that the car would jump. And I did it once or twice, and I would tell the salesperson, did you feel that? And they're like, feel what? And I said, this car seems like it needs some service. Did it go to the mechanic? Oh, no. I said, well, the alignment seems really bad. And I'd wait till we're far enough away from the dealership, and I would say, look, I don't feel comfortable driving this car back. Let's just quickly go into the other one before I have to be back to work. And would you mind driving it back? And I pull over, and I open the door, and I'll take my seatbelt off. The salesperson would do the same thing and step out of the car. The second they would step out, I would punch the accelerator, gone. Looking in the rearview mirror while some salesperson screaming at me, hey! And I'm going down to the chop shop. So that's how I used to steal cars when I was taking them to chop shops most of the time. Other times they were parked in front of a business. Don't ever leave your keys in the car when you run in the store. I don't care if it's 7-Eleven. I don't care if it's to the dry cleaner. I'll tell you those stories another day. But some people just leave cars there. If you're in a place like New York or South Florida, in those days, mostly in the 80s, I could steal anything and have it sold in a few minutes. Unfortunately, I was doing that. I apologize to all the people I did it to. I'm grateful that God got me safely through all those experiences. But I tell those stories to show you the vulnerabilities of that business or any business, and how somebody like me, who was clean cut, could get away with it and do it successfully. I'm not proud of it. I'm not glorifying it. Protect yourselves, be aware of who you're dealing with, and thank you for joining my true crime channel.